Good evening, everyone. I'm back, and I thought it would be time to have some fun and continue with the hardcore practice build. So we're gonna let's get rid of that button there, and let's carry on. Still got. Let me just check. Open. Yep, we've got our notes there. There's not much. Go on. That. If you were here last time, that did not work out at all, but never mind. We shall carry on. And so here we go. Yeah, I've also got daily dice. Let's see what we get from that. Nothing useful particularly. Still got that 10k XP I'm holding on to for now. Probably use that at some point when we get close to a level or something. We'll see. Right, let's go and do some missions. Ooh. Link.
The keep on the borderlands was built to protect this valley. Constant monster attacks have driven the valley's residents to take refuge behind the keep's walls.
I very much miss having a mount, but I'm not gonna farm one out. At least not yet, anyway. In fact, probably not at all. I think if this was actual hardcore, I would consider it.
You get an uneasy feeling as you approach this ancient altar.
It's then permanent to the server. I've only got to do it once. If this character dies, etc., etc., and I'm going to be playing it. The hardcore server thing a month or however long. I think it's 60 days in total. Might not play all of it. Whereas this character, as soon as hardcore starts, this character is functionally useless to me. It doesn't seem worth the effort. Especially given the abysmal luck I had getting them earlier. Sure, get another one from somewhere. I'm sure there's other places that do mounts as well. Can't remember what they are off the top of my head, but I know they exist. And then we're just going to go around, do all of these, and am I going to do them on Elite is the question to start with. Yes. At least the first few.
Small, squalid cave entrances dot the ravine walls of chaos, where the cultists and their monster allies have made their base.
Start. Shouldn't be too hard on Elite, all things considered. Especially this one. This one's not too bad.
The door behind you seals shut as you enter. There's now only one way to go. Forward. That's fine with you, as this cave is said to contain much treasure. A burly minotaur stands behind a magical barrier, guarding a pile of treasure. Always more. Always more. The minotaur snorts. Greed draws you adventurers like moths to the flame. Have fun starving in my cave with the treasure just out of reach.
Right, you wait here. Can use that flag to get them to wait.
This crest matches one of the sockets on the Minotaur's barrier.
Rolling isn't strictly
there
necessary.
There must be more
it just
somewhere in the cave.
So are you going to make that? No? Okay. seems weird. But okay. Yeah, can't reach. So these are going to take a little bit to kill because scaling are weak to slashing damage. Not to piercing, I don't think. Maybe it's piercing on that side. No, they're definitely not slashing. Maybe it's not piercing. I can't actually remember. If there were more of them, I would go into the detailed thing so I could see, but they're all dead. I find doing these backwards is much easier.
This should be enough crests to fill all of the sockets on the Minotaur's barrier.
If you have any build questions or anything, just let me know. This is picking a randomised build. So I think we can make it work, but it's not going to be great. Like, we've got no tier 5s or anything in the tree, so no. It's certainly not going to be strong, but I think it will be good enough. Can't bother to go back to get the ransack bonus.
With all 3 crests neatly fitted into their sockets, the magical barrier trades.
Yeah.
The infuriated Minotaur gives a roar of rage and attacks. The Minotaur's bellow is cut short as it collapses. Now the treasure the creature had been guarding is yours for the taking.
The other big thing. Do at least have a lot of strength, though. Yeah. At least got one good stat. Well, it's better than the literally nothing I have at the moment. Ooh, medium armor. Penalties are not good. Actually, I might leave it because I think I would rather have the higher DCs on trip. Let's remember that armor check penalty affects trip and sunder, and I'd rather have those land than the little bit of extra defense I would get from that. We do eventually, I say eventually, fairly soon. Well, one of these gave us some medium armor stuff, but maybe not. Apparently not. Let's go and do these, and then I might. Excuse me. This one is always. I seem to remember this one being a decent chunk harder. As you walk
deeper into the cave, you hear deep, guttural voices in the distance.
Most of the other levels, the dungeons. So we'll see how it goes. It shouldn't be too bad. I'm playing good. Deep gnome. Really miss the tumble through stuff. It's been very useful. It makes a cool
notice
sound.
a small iron key in the corner of the room.
Yeah, it looks like we're not actually getting too hurt that temporary HP.
The stout iron lock on this door looks as though it would be impossible to pick.
Where's that actually coming from?
The iron lock creaks as it opens. You hear hurried footsteps approaching.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure where that temporary HP is coming from. I think the biggest thing we're going to suffer with on this build is the lack of AoE. Because we've only got 7 points, I think it is, in Knife Fighter. Let's have a look at the Sublime text. thing again. Yeah, 7 points. So we can't get the nice fan of knives, which is a shame. I think whirlwind stuff, tempest we can't get. Could maybe pick up whirl, and I don't think we can even pick up whirlwind because I have a feeling that needs spring attack or dodge or something. Let me have a quick look on the wiki. Whirlwind attack, I think needs dodge and mobility, and we don't have the dex for that.
Cooking wafts
We've
tantalizingly
put 2
down the
points on the
corridor.
level up into dex. I just don't think it's worth it, because we then couldn't get those other 2 feats until quite late.
You notice the glint of silver in the far corner
See,
of this
that's level 8,
chamber.
I think.
As the
getting
first lever is
the extra
pulled,
2 dex
the
that we
crystal above it flares into light.
and then we do those 2, so it'll be like level 15 or 16 before we get it. It's just not worth it. I don't have any healing kits, do I? No. I'm just going to have to wait and hope they heal themselves. I've got a light wounds potion, so it's not too bad.
The image of a small silver key is embossed on the surprisingly well-crafted lock. As the silver lock clicks open, you hear the muffled voices of bugbears ahead.
Oh, I forgot they could trip so much. That's that chanted out, which is the dangerous one. And let's wait for my hireling to, let's be honest here, die. Come on, I need your soul stone. There we go. Is it just the one healing? Oh no, I've got another healing potion. Gonna keep here ready. There's only the 2 in this room up here from memory, so I should be able to just probably trip that chance at the very least. Yeah, there we are. And let's heal. So I'll get them to heal as well. They can stay there and do that while I rescue these guys.
As the door opens, you see several humans in chains crouching against the walls.
Got to activate the lever. We'll need that.
As the second lever is pulled, you can hear the rumble of the sealed door sliding open.
This quickly. Yeah, the trips are quite dangerous. I think I'll have the abilities to detect this. Oh no, I do. And 1 is not enough to trigger it. I'm not going to go and kill the bear in there, there's no point.
Huddled
There's no
humans dressed
extra
in
loot or
rags
anything.
flinch away from
I
the
don't
door
think there's
as
even
you
an
open
I
it.
don't think there's even an option for it. And then we want to go in the actual right direction, because that's always, you know, helpful.
As you open the door,
Chant us
a
down as
massive
quick as
bug
possible,
bear
because
growls and attacks.
the missiles can hurt. Once we've got some levels in cleric, I think possibly just 1 level actually, we can
As
get
the
night
chieftain
shield to
dies,
protect us from
you
magic
notice
missile.
a small
Very
ornate
useful.
key on the table in the far
Very
corner of
easily
the room.
chunk you once you get past about level 3.
The door to the treasury opens with a satisfying click. The large rusty lock on this chest looks like it could be picked.
Another ingot, excellent. we're going to recall and then recall again so we can grab the level up to get the extra feat, which I believe is Die Hard, which is what I want to grab before switching to get some cleric levels, because in hardcore, Die Hard's really useful, and I'm sure will save me at some point. Yeah, let's get another. How good is that? Oh, that's where the temporary hit points coming from. Yeah, I can live without that, to be honest. Dagger. Ethereal dagger. If that 1d8. Well, 1d6, I'm even less bothered then. If that was 1d8, I'd care a bit more. No, I'm using the cool guy. 2-weapon pose. Grab the rewards from these as well in case there's anything good. Come on. Yep, you know what? We'll go with that. And, ooh. Speed. Yes, indeed. That's actually not bad, right? Oh. Lock those as I want to hold on to them. Sell this junk. Keep the greater heroism. Thieves' tools we want to keep as well. Do you sell thieves' tools actually? You just no. Need a general merchant for that. We also want to lock those. Put those away in there for now. And what are we doing, Doug? So ranger. Ranger. There we are. Disable device. Open lock. Search spot. Can tumble now, so that's good enough. A point in heal. A point in. That's not too bad actually. And I think I'm going to go for 2-weapon defense. Is that 1 AC, 5 fizz resist, 10 magic resistance, right? Cat. Did actually have a bit of a build planned out, didn't I? Let me have a look. Bear with me just 1 second. That is the wrong build. So if we... Okay, this is what I have planned that you can't see because the button doesn't work. There we go. Toughness. Actually, changing this just slightly. There we are. Really nothing else. That seems like there should be something. Toughness seems like a bit of a fail. Should be. Also, it doesn't. Proficiency don't get combat. Any area of effect attack sort of a thing that we could get? I don't think there is. No, I think that's... So yeah, two weapon defense maybe, or toughness on. I mean, blocking with 2 weapons, not ever really going to happen, so that's not very useful. +1 AC, 5 fizz resistance, 10 magical resistance rating cap. Could be useful. Oversized just gives me light weapon. Yeah, that means if I want to wield a sword or something in the offhand, but go and dual dagger, so that's not an issue. All of these work out worse. Like, it's I guess slight bonus, but I get a strength to reflex save from cleric stuff later, so I don't need that. Efficiencies, no. Ring. Cleave. Couldn't I? Needs power attack. Okay, I can get power attack. We could do that, because I am going to need... I'm going to need some sort of AoE, because I don't really have any. And we get some extras. What are we going for? All over the place at the moment. There we are, that's better. Just equal influence. We are going to do a reasonable amount of undead fighting, so I may grab that. I think certainly immediately that's going to be quite useful. So it's not like I'm not going to just get loads of favoured weapon stuff anyway. And can I equip both of these? Wait, level 4. Okay, you're level 2, so I'm going to replace one of you. Hold on to that for now. I'm not really going to need it. I don't know why I'm holding on to it. I just feel like I should. There is a reason, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, sorry. Let's go. If I was doing this properly, I would do temple last, because I could get the 3 glyphs, get 3 little seals to allow you to do an additional optional extra and get some extra boss bit, let you do some extra, have some companions and stuff, but I'm not going to bother with the optionals. It's not worth the extra time and risk. It's just not worth it. So I'll just do them in. Just go round, I think, this way.
Small, squalid cave entrances dot the ravine walls. These must be the caves of chaos,
Go
where
with
the
the hardest one
cultists
first.
and their monster allies have made
No,
their
probably not
base.
going to hit 4 before we do it. Oh, yeah, I might do. It's unlikely, but it is possible, so we'll do it last.
Judging from the old
Good,
bones scattered on the floor,
higher level
something
tiling as well.
large and dangerous has lived in this cave for some time. But the flicker of torchlight ahead suggests that there have been some more recent arrivals.
Yeah, power attack and cleave is going to be the more useful thing. Boy, just not having any AoE really suck.
The cult of evil chaos has set up camp in
Doesn't
this
help
cave.
that I keep playing
The goal of
my
capturing
main
and
would just
taming the beast that lives
reincarnate
within.
into a sorcerer. And so have big boomy AoEs that kill entire rooms. And this is very much not. And that is also partially by design. I want this to be harder, so hopefully play cautiously. Don't just run and get yourself killed. like I did last time. But I have learned a lot more about the game since then, which is good. I've also, some stuff that's kind of obvious that I didn't realise, like I really shouldn't and don't need to be doing rewind inputs solo on a first life character. It's not. Don't worry about it, which is good. But also, things like enhancement bonuses don't stack. As far as I can see, the game doesn't actually tell you anywhere. So I would get spell power or intelligence or I try and get my main stat on every piece of gear. Of course it wasn't doing anything. It wasn't until I looked through the combat log that I found it, because I think that's the only place it ever actually says. It certainly doesn't pop up as a hint. And given you don't start seeing things like quality bonuses or alchemical bonuses or profane bonuses or what have you until higher levels, I've just never thought about it. Never tried to check, never, just assumed they'd all stack.
You spot skittering vermin inside the cavern chamber ahead. You can also see the nest of something much larger. Ending the cult's plan to make the beast into a weapon they could use against the residents of the valley.
Excellent. Being +1 boost. Actually just run. I think it's going to be quicker than waiting for recall. What's that? That's 2/3 of a rank. So yeah, I'm not gonna level to 4 first, but it's hardly a problem. This one can also be a little bit risky, I found.
Fearing for their lives,
Less so for the trip.
the people of the keep have asked for your help dealing with 2 orc tribes that dwell inside this cave. Judging from the decor, each direction leads to a different tribe's
you can
home.
see it fine. There is a tripwire there. And hirelings will run straight through it if you let them. So, gonna use that to
This room is where the Frost Rager clan creates its magical concoctions. Best to destroy these now, before they can create more of the deadly and violent substances.
Spellcraft, I've got absolutely knack all off, so search. So only roll a 9, it's 10. 50, there we go. I normally, with things like this where you get multiple attempts, I will normally try and get like a 13 or a 14 or above. And if it's not doing it, then probably not going to. Yeah, could wait for a 20 if I think it might be close, but most of the time it's not. Don't sit with that 5%.
This orc seems fiercer than the rest of the Frost Rager clan. Letting him live will just leave a possible new chief who
really
must be dealt with in the future.
This mission is at least very quick if you have even the tiniest amount of search. these two. I'd say the speed is definitely noticeable on that dagger. What up? Is that charm? Grab that. Right. Let's do this first. Use the frost and surprisingly damaging. So, you see there's a lever behind here we want to hit.
The lever clicks into place, and the sound
the
of
hidden wall
grinding
here
gears
should
can
be
be
pretty
heard
easy to
somewhere in
find.
the cave.
We can then do one hill. That's I'm actually going to. Why not? Seems a bit maybe a bit overkill given the boss is just next door, but this being mock hardcore, I'd rather do that. We'll also hopefully get rid of that debuff. It does, good. So, there's a lever behind here.
Grinding gears can be heard
Also
once again as a gate
Another
opens
hidden wall
somewhere in
here,
the cave.
which oh no, I do have enough search for. Excellent. Which is locked, or is it? Okay, some more stuff, nothing particularly useful. And then this one will be open as well. Let's go. Just goes that medium. Ooh, plus the armor check penalty though. I don't remember it being that bad. Doesn't you get to lower that? Can't remember. Well, I think we'll just stick with what we got for now and make use of it. We've just got the cobalt one down here, which, provided I don't fall into the trap, which I shouldn't, is really quick. And then the Violent Delight's not one, which is also quick, but feels slower to me, even though I'm sure it's not.
Most of the kobolds scramble to defend their cave at the sight of you, while one of their numbers scatters away.
Get him before he
You
hits the
slide
gong.
through the muffled efforts into a pool of stagnant smoke.
Bit does, seems a bit simple.
That's not your day.
That's adorable. No, I take that. It turns out if you can get this runner before he hits the gong, you can walk in here and negotiate with
An
these lot.
elderly kobold rouses her tribe for battle to defend their
It's
home.
got to be.
The kobolds that rally appear stronger and more panicked than the ones you fought before.
It feels like this is where we need please with the situation. Also a hidden wall here. Which I'm good, I do a bit of search for. Anything useful? No. Did you go? How did you survive? Just a classic clever girl line there. Trout, do you want to heal yourself maybe? So you're not just, sitting there almost dead. Oh, that's because they're not on. They need to be on if they're not on aggressive or whatever that's called, then they tend not to heal themselves unless it's like mid-combat and they're being attacked. First. Yep. Heavy armor. Disappointingly. What's that? I think it is anyway. Yeah. Cool. That's that done. Minutes, that should be enough to get the one. And let's, I've just seen that pop up in chat. That is, I don't want to pin it, I want to you are trying to sell me viewers or whatever it was you're trying to sell. So you can go away.
Small, squalid cave entrances dot the ravine walls. These must be the caves of chaos, where the cultists and their monster allies have made their base.
Can you see my cursor if I... Oh yeah, we've got this one as well. Yes, we've got 3 more in total.
You enter the caves, determined to eliminate another threat to the residents of the keep. This heavy iron-bound door is fitted with an unpickable magical lock.
It's been a while since I've done this one. Well, I tell you that, it's not. I did it like 2 days ago. Main. I just...
The lock on this stout door does not look pickable.
Thinking about it, I forget where to go.
As the last goblin dies, you notice something glittering in the debris under the makeshift wooden walkway.
I've never actually really used it before. Feet. Where did you go? Let's try it. Got enough hit dice for it to be effective? I think so.
The guardroom door opens with the squeal of metal on metal, rousing the guards on the far side.
None so far, but obviously we'll see as it goes on how it does. Some sort of AoE or ammo would be quite useful.
As the door opens, a small goblin cries out, "Me chief now! You go away!" The goblin falls. Looking around, you spot an iron key in the back of the chamber.
On the plus side, it does mean my chat did actually work. But it seems to be, sounds good.
The orange crystal flares to life as the lever is pulled. Somewhere in the tunnels,
Is there anything
another
up? I
crystal
honestly can't even
responds.
remember if there's
You
anything.
hear
So I
the
think it's
squeal
just
of rats from the
rats.
doorway ahead.
It's not even a chest, is there? Let's do this. One day I will look at how the whole crafting stuff works, but not today. The one downside to, I say downside to hardcore, it's sort of necessary. I wouldn't want you to be able to go hop to straight to level 4. But I feel like this bit isn't nearly as exciting because it's just quite easy to get good enough gear at this point.
The door swings open on well-oiled
But
hinges,
to just not too
startling
much of a
the
challenge.
hobgoblins on the far
I'm
side.
sure there are people who do, but I don't think anyone solo is going to be doing Reaper 1 because the Reapers are just kind of a death sentence. Yeah, I'm sure there are people who've
You
been playing the
hear
game
the
for ages
sounds
who
of
can.
guttural chanting coming from the chamber ahead.
Generally speaking, this area is not too dangerous, especially as there's not too many traps. And normally quite easy to see and avoid. Which are the real
A
dangerous
magical
things.
barrier seals off the passage. Perhaps the magical runes on the wall are the key to opening it.
I'm always curious as to the ones that goes more than that. It goes like eight or something you have to remember. Because I don't think there is. It'd be kind of interesting. Again, with a wisp, you should really heal yourself, you know? Also, if you bless, cool. Get that boss. That boss for the buff? Buff for the boss. That's the words I'm trying to get out. Definitely getting some misses there. No power attack isn't great. That said, we're getting some more to hit stuff. Quite quickly. I'm going to not bother with all those traps because it's just not worth it. Not worth the XP or the risk. For the risk. There's a chance I didn't think there was.
Something about this section of the wall seems off.
Indeed, it does and should.
The wall in
my
the
general
armory
plan's gonna
slides
be
open,
do
making barely a
Borderlands.
sound.
Did we do Corthos or did we just go straight to Borderlands? I think we just went straight to
The
Borderlands, didn't we?
hobgoblin chieftain lurches into his throne with a roar.
Don't do Corthos,
The
we're still
hobgoblin
in
chieftain
level
slumps
range.
to the ground, dead.
Nice and quick. Ooh, goggles of unbroken sight. Nice. Not super incredible, but better than the literally nothing I have equipped. Should be able to pick my way into here as well. this one's trapped. No. More loot. Minutes, cool. So let's do violet delights, and then possibly recall, sell some stuff, because I'll probably run out of inventory space by then. And then run back and do temple.
You can see Knoll guards ahead, blocking the entrance to their camp. Just as you brace yourself for a fight, another Knoll calls out to you in a shrill voice. Eula Bloodgleam, daughter of the Knoll chieftain, has given you a charm of evil chaos to help you infiltrate the camp. She and the Knoll Outlanders want you to leave the borderlands.
You there! If you're looking for a way inside, I've got just the thing. But I might need something myself.
It is a shame. I really like the voice acting in this. And a lot of the quest stuff is just unfortunate. A lot of it triggers so late. Especially if it's your sort of
inside the sealed chamber.
I mean, so far past it by the time it's all finished. It only becomes irrelevant. Something's very confusing as well.
The last of the vermin lets out a mangled shriek as you knock it into the dirt. This tablet belongs to a Knoll named Boomfoot, who claims to know a dark secret about Zark's Soot Club. Talking to Boomfoot could be very useful. You've stumbled across Kolva Pebbleskin's diary. The Outlander writes about losing her lucky rat bone. Finding it might persuade her to join your side.
I don't think looting the gold is actually worth it, to be honest, but... Helps if I don't mute my mic when I start talking. Let's go talk to Boomfoot first.
Boomfoot reveals that Zark's Soot Club, the renowned Outlander fighter, can't stand the sight of blood. Time to let Zark know what you know.
Isn't there another tablet in here, or have I got them all? No, I've got to go and talk to... I always forget there's this guy in here you've got to talk to.
Oro Sandcloak lets you in on a secret. Chief Bloodgleam has been lying to the Outlanders about sending their comrades to join the cult. If you can prove that Outlanders are being killed as sacrifices instead, it will destroy their loyalty.
It is the way I'm doing it, so yeah. Not designed for half-orcs size-wise, this place.
The Knoll nods in agreement.
That's all of them.
You've convinced enough Knoll
Let's
Outlanders to turn against Chief Bloodgleam and her cultists.
And then ran back again to that same spot. Which is why I think this one, despite actually being very quick, feels like it takes longer because there's a lot of back and forth. Was there a ring there? Any good? It's got 2 tumble on it, which is better than the literally nothing.
You spot a gemstone ring among the rubble of bones and blood. Oros said Gravemaw always wore a ring. You've convinced members of the tribe to turn against the cult of evil chaos and found proof
Right,
that
yeah,
Chief
I still
Bloodgleam has been
navigate this
lying
despite it.
about sending the Outlanders to work with the cultists.
Turning the lights
This
off
should
while it
be
loads
more than
everyone in.
enough to create an uprising in the Gnoll's ranks. Chief Bloodgleam bellows at the crowd.
Also
You
gonna
would trust
hide
this outsider
just out
over
here
your
to
own
start with,
chief? Have you forgotten everything the cult has done
so I
for
don't
you
get instantly
idiots?
swamped.
The Outlanders seem to reconsider. But you have something that will convince them.
So I'm gonna
You
pop
hold
that on
up
there in case I need
Gravemaw's
it.
bloody ring and reveal that you found it in the chief's shrine.
Chief said Greymaw joined the cult!
Someone shouts.
Buff up.
But Greymaw never took off that
Rushes into the chamber.
Okay.
You think you've won against the onslaught of Gnoll cultists. You look around at the blood-stained earth. Not a single cultist remains standing. The Outlanders cheer, relieved that they can finally leave the borderlands behind.
Those fools! I can't believe they took the bait!
Eula stands beside
Take
Oro,
1%
who
dodge. Where did
laughs
those
with her.
guys go?
There must be more to these two than it
Yeah,
initially
better
seemed.
than the literally nothing I had
With
got
Chief
before.
Bloodgleam and the other cultists out of the way, Eula and Oro can finally escape into the wilds together. As they turn to leave, Eula tells you to hold on to the charm of evil chaos she gave you, in case you need help.
Let's quickly recall. No, that's not. No, we've got one more to do, haven't we? We'll do that first. Oh, this Eiley could be sketchy. Not going to do any of the optionals though, so. Well, probably not.
Whispery voices and
May end up having to do
scraping
some Profound
sounds
Codex page,
announce
but we'll
the
see.
presence of undead.
This isn't too bad, so I think that's probably alright to leave that power attack on. I don't think I've ever picked up on anything before. We'll ignore going down there if we can. We'll do the one in here because this isn't as bad. Also need to kill some cultists anyway, so. Like, you know, I know they're evil, but basically murdering them in their sleep does feel a little bit not the most heroic thing I've ever done. But yeah, I suppose they're evil, so. Let's go out right past it. I'm missiling them too much. Stretch out the ones they've managed to take out of them. Well, this mistake. Is there a rest stop along the way here? Well, there might be one in the puzzle room before the main room. Was it in here? There's one around here somewhere, and I cannot remember where it is. Can't get close enough. I don't think it's in there. Okay, so see if it is in here. If not, I'm probably going to run back and get the other one. I don't know why there's one here in my head. No, there isn't. Okay. In that case, we'll go the slow way. Will still involve me having to kill some stuff. Hopefully not as much. Is there anything? Just that one healing potion's all we've got. Shouldn't be too bad. It's only 2 or 3 zombies, I think, from memory. To get to the healing room. This is the kind of situation in hardcore that does get a bit dicey. Here, there will be... Oh, that is quite a lot. That's quite close. Let's wait at least for Trip to recharge. At least trip one of them to spread it out a bit. And I think these locks are pickable, aren't they? Yes, good. That would have been a bit of a pain, if not. You're gonna... it's really not out of your range. Yeah. How about you rest and we'll heal that way? We're slightly quicker. There we go. First down, like she does have literally half my health. Or ever so slightly more than. Barely. Also tend to get stuck navigating out of there quite often. I'm not sure why. Something about that narrow corridor the AI is just really not a fan of. Let's hope I can bypass that puzzle, because I really hate these puzzles. I don't know what it is about these ones specifically, I'm just really bad at them. Although actually with this one, if I'm not mistaken, I can just... yeah, no, I'll tell you that back, that was... in this instance, that was quite easy. On the direct first as they will get ranged attacks. So that I can at least help the zombies out if needed. Also going because I have nasty memories of them all flooding out. I'm going to kill everything in here. In the alternate way in. Piercing resistance is very noticeable in the difference in damage. Really need the sunder, but yeah, it's an extra button to press and I don't actually have very many at the moment, so might as well keep it. to search for that, really. No. I'm feeling just these benches is enough to get the XP. At least mischief, if not handle or ransack.
Whispery voices call to you. You shouldn't be here.
What are you doing?
Step away from it.
Run, you fool!
There we go, mischief bonus. Ah, there's the codex page as well. It goes. It's always annoying, but it's in one of the optional places and you have to run all the way back. So it's quite unlikely, I've found, though, generally. Let's get rid of these guys first. Oh, that's quite a lot of them. Now we want to go for the trip, which we didn't land.
The fleeing priest's voice
Still need
turns
to
into
go.
a scream and is then cut
What
short.
do we need? Ah, cultists, yes, because I didn't do them, because I had died. Let's go and quickly take care of them then. Ah, boots. Are they boots of anything useful? Did the boots go? Ah, there they are. It's almost like they're flashing. Well, again, I don't have any boots, so I'll take the one con. Does that put me at a... No, it doesn't. Well, that might put me at a... over a... Yeah, put me on an even to give me an extra modifier, but it doesn't. Let's kill it. How much XP do I need? Maybe doing the... Do I want to have one quick run for the rares? If I did it probably... okay. Do a quick run. I can't remember how much XP. Like if you get 1k XP for them, it's probably worth doing. We'll go around and do these two. Actually, what we'll do is we'll come back up here. We'll go to the hut and the little farm and see if they're there. And then see also how close that gets us to the Slayer bonus.
Small,
'Cause if
squalid
both of
cave
those spawn and get
entrances
Slayer
dot
bonus,
the
that might be
ravine
enough to level
walls.
up, and that's...
These must be the caves of
quite useful.
chaos, where the cultists and their monster allies have made their place.
Anything there? Nope. Nothing there. I always think those goblins just still seem quite big compared to the size of the wolf. That to be not really bad for the wolf. Doesn't look like it's there either. No. Nope. So let's head back. Points are a bit wishy-washy all over the place at the moment, but I think get whirling blades. I've still got 2 extra points. Negative energy absorption is kind of handy. Let's have a look. We go now to DDO Builder. enhancement tree, which again is based on this is the what got randomized and how much to spend in each tree. So that's the reason it's kind of all over the place and there's no T5s or anything. So yeah, I think we're gonna what do I want? It's the health. Isn't actually that useful, but there's also lots of use in that. That mission, which was relevant with me. Brilliant. Okay, that's better. Don't need anything. Let's just go check. Right. I am gonna nip. Let's just go somewhere slightly nicer to relax. So an empty. Is there actually an empty table? Oh yeah, there are some empty tables. Not that I really fit in them. But let's chill here while I quickly go for a break, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Things. There we go. I'll see you in a few. There we go. Welcome back. I'll say welcome back. I'm back. And ready to go. Again, starting with the the relatively well-known and easy stuff. It's much easier, you know. This bit's not going to be as exciting. At least you can actually see now.
This place stinks of kobolds and decaying trash. Vermin scurry away from your footsteps. Kobolds are milling about in the space beyond, rummaging through trash and spitting curses at one another.
Actually, rearrange those so I can search things. I should be able to see the trap panel. Maybe I don't have enough search for that. Apparently, I do not. Let's just roll right over it. It's just the barrels that will be spawn in. Good box broke.
You flinch as an unseen web clings to your face. Below, chittering voices rise with hungry anticipation.
7. Oh, that's not too bad. Luckily this one should still be fairly quick as well. I have to say, also, I've noticed on this character specifically, I've noticed significantly less circle dancing. I would think where sometimes the AI will just kind of spin around you in a circle in a way that is infuriating if you're trying to hit them. Especially if you don't have big melee weapons or have like quite direct spells. Still, oh yeah, there you go. Barrels, yes. I'm really keen to get in there and start killing kobolds. Smuggler's ruby, and throw lever for that, yeah.
The kobolds have thrown up a rickety barricade here, blocking further progress.
3 left, cool. Should be fairly quick now then. It doesn't seem to matter how thoroughly I try to empty this room on the first time around. I always miss some. I find going around it backwards tends to help. See stuff from different angles. Find ones you've missed. Stand dead in the middle. I should miss both of those, which I do. Nice. Ah, didn't go this way. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm quite as short as I am. Ah, done. Nice. Oh, I'm looking, there's not really anything there. Let's just finish. I think my voice is a little bit had it, so this may have to be the end of the stream, which I realise is very short for the moment. And I may also be back on later. We will see. But yeah, in the meantime, have a good evening, everyone. And I will see you tomorrow, or possibly later tonight. Bye-bye.